were hot. They walked out of the Windy City winning 3 out of 4 and mashed the Chicago pitchers. Now, Chicago comes to Baltimore to play 4. The weather has indeed warmed up, but the Orioles hope the results will be the same. It's the Orioles on Masson and another great summer night here at Camden Yards. Folks coming in to see the first of a 4-game series against a Chicago White Sox team that's battling to get to first place in their division. They are not out of it. They need some wins. The Orioles would like to be a spoiler. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome. As the Orioles unable to get a series win in the last one, they'll try and do it now in the middle series of this long homestand against the White Sox. And there's a something got to give that begins in this series. First of all, for the Orioles against the White Sox in the last 15 games played here, the Orioles have won 10 of those 15, outscoring the White Sox 67-55, out-homering them, batting average much better, and with runners in scoring position, a 300 number for the O's. However, the other side of the coin is the White Sox in their last 5 road games. They are 5-0, the batting average at .260, good slugging percentage with 8 home runs, and an ERA of .6 in those 5 road games. Opponents hitting only .181. So something's got to give, because those two numbers cannot live together.
It really is. Something's got to give. Is in recent history with their record on the road, which has been outstanding. I think they outscored the opposition in those 5 games, 26-5. They're getting really good work out of their bullpen late. They have good starting pitching, which is probably their biggest strength, but the bullpen's been doing an outstanding job on the road and timely hitting.
Well, let's talk about the 2 starters. Speaking of that, something's got to give. Danks and Guthrie.
It's going to be interesting because one has great numbers or poor numbers against the East. That would be John Danks, 0-4 with a very lofty ERA. And Jeremy Guthrie against the Central, he's 0-5 this year with his ERA approaching 7. Last year he owned the Central. I think his record was 6-1 against the Central. What a difference a year makes. But it's going to be 2 forces meeting, and neither one of them gets good run support, so we'll have to wait and see.
A 3-game win streak for the White Sox coming in at this time of the year for the Orioles. Unfortunately for the O's, they get to play the role of the spoiler. But if you want something to play for, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, you're always looking for some incentive to certainly play, to establish a job, to establish a role in the bullpen, to establish a role in the rotation. So it's going to be interesting, and these 2 clubs match up extremely well. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, and the deal that you heard of, at least the transaction that took place on the roster, is Turris, of course, with that groin injury, is now back on it. Birkin has come back up. We were talking, Mike, this has become a daily routine for the Orioles.
It really has been. It just seems like there's 1 or 2 moves. It seems like every day that disabled list is used, obviously more frequently than you would like to move. But again, they make the move and get him back up quickly. So Jason Birkin will be back from AAA Norfolk, and Cesar's Torres, who just seemed to not be 100%. Certainly, you know, looking at turning a double play, there were some plays that just didn't seem like vintage Cesar's Torres, so he's go back on the deal.
All right, and for the Orioles, yet again, another left-hander. That has become the norm this year, it seems like. Every other game is a lefty on the mound for the Orioles. They have not done well against them. The reason why, a little bit hard to figure out. You see, the batting average is not that much different, but a little. The home runs per game is lower. The slugging percentage is substantially lower, and that may be the key. The Orioles are not getting the extra base hits against the left-handed starters in those games, and the double plays have piled up. But still, that 11-23 mark, that's the second lowest win percentage against lefties in the majors.
Yeah, and that's not good. And it's something that the Orioles certainly wanted to address over the winter, and that's why you brought in a Mark Reynolds and a Vladimir Guerrero and a J.J. Hardy, because those players, frankly, had good numbers against left-handers in their career, but for whatever reason, it really hasn't panned out. Those double play numbers are high. The home runs are down. The average about the same, but again, it seems like if an opposition has a left-hander and he is in A ball and throwing strikes, they'll throw him in at start against the Orioles.
The Orioles hope that Mark Reynolds can continue to do both at the plate and in the field what he's doing. He's become a bit of a surprise at first base.
Yeah, he seems like he's enjoying it, and I think, out of his own mouth, he's saying, the thing about playing first base, there's no throw, really, except the short throw to the pitcher. And in some respects, there's other, important things to first base. I don't mean to diminish the position, but it is, really half of what third base is.
And he's hitting the long ball with a couple of dingers we'll talk about during our ball game. The Orioles take the field. We're set to go. Chicago White Sox in town in the first pitch show. The first of 4 coming up. Southwest Airlines new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats, and no blackout dates. Nary a cloud in the sky, and we all know Nary's never wrong. Our train game time temperature 91 degrees. The humidity down to 47%. It was in the 80s yesterday. Visit train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for us again. Chicago White Sox, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Pierre, Ramirez, and Konerko, Quinton, Pierzynski, Rios, Dunn, Beckham, and Brent Morrow with Konerko against Guthrie. 3 home runs.
And let's take a look at the scouting report on Jeremy Guthrie. No Sweet 16s. Has 15 losses on the year. He'd like nothing better than just to keep that number as is. The Central time, last year he was 6-1 against the American League Central. This year 0-5, so we'd like to get back in the win column against the Central. And also the ground game. He's only allowed 3 stolen bases. This club does do some running, and 6 have been caught while he's been on the mound.
For Guthrie, see the 2 complete games he's pitched as part of the starts he's made this year. Guthrie's 24th start, 26th appearance. About a hit per inning. And with the walks, yet another of the Oriole pitchers who's had people on base a lot of the time that he's been on the mound.
Yeah, that he has. Again, he's pitched 7 innings his last 4 times out. He's won 2 and lost 2 of those.
Guthrie's ready to go. Pierre, one of the game's great butters, and he will take it for a strike. Juan Pierre comes in with an 8-game hit streak. And Pierre forces you to play in if you're at third. Bell is in. He takes the ball to center. Jones, who is shallow, will have time to get under this, and Pierre is retired.
Now let's take a look at the Oriole defense this evening. Nolan Reimold will be in left. Jones in center. Markakis will man right field. Josh Bell will be back at third base. J.J. Hardy returns to shortstop. Robert Andino at second. Mark Reynolds will play first. Matt Wieters behind the plate tonight.
Alexei Ramirez at short. Standing in. There's Reynolds with that first baseman's glove that he ordered just in case. Little did he know he was going to need it. Popped up. Hardy back at short. Called off. Reimold will come in and put it away, and a couple of fly ball outs off Guthrie as the White Sox appear to be in a hurry to get to game 2.
No balls and 3 strikes thrown so far by Jeremy Guthrie to get 2 outs.
Take that. White Sox under Ozzie come in 8th in average. They are 10th in runs per game, 6th in home runs. They don't draw a lot of walks. They are 12th in 14 teams in the league in walks. As Mike said, they're pitching, they're starters, 7th best overall, staff 7th best ERA, and their bullpen ranks 7th. So 7-7-7 their ranking in overall ERA, starter, and bullpen. Jeremy Guthrie against Paul Konerko. Konerko, a 4-game hit streak, the designated hitter for this ball game, and Konerko will take the pitch inside. Adam Dunn is going to get the start at first base. Konerko got a little bruise going on the foot leg area that's preventing him from moving around a whole lot, so they're trying to rest that, but he can swing, and that will be put in the air to right center field. Pretty good wood to the alley. Markakis trying to get there, can't. It'll be a ground rule double as he limps literally into second base. He can barely run, and wouldn't you know it, the ball caught him on the same leg the shin guard's on, but he's still able to swing the bat.
And again, 1-1 pitch, slider in the middle of the plate. You can see that's really not the normal Paul Konerko power swing. The ball carries extremely well to right center. And again, you see what a labor it is for him to get around the bases.
They want his bat in the lineup, and he wants to stay in, so he's out there. So Konerko picks up the double, and that will get Quinton to the plate, and he'll go after the first pitch. Am I missing something here? Is there a pitch count?
The curfew, no lights. What is it?
What is this?
Thou shalt not take.
They are just going after the first pitch delivered by Jeremy Guthrie in this ball game to a man. 9 career starts against the White Sox. Guthrie's 3-5. Career ERA is 4.71 against them. He faced them in Chicago. Took a loss in the only game the Orioles lost in the 4-game set in Chicago, giving up 4 runs, 5 hits in 7 innings. The 0-1 delivery, and that will be taken outside.
Seems like it's the first pitch that got to Wieters. You know, it's one of those situations. You ask Matt, you know, what kind of stuff does Guthrie have tonight? He goes, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I haven't caught one yet.
All I know is it's coming to the plate. Konerko off second base, and Quinton will take that, and that's going to miss. And the count will go to 2-1. Quinton 4 for 16 with a home run lifetime off Guthrie. Carlos Quinton in the lineup in right field, and in that number 4 spot, he's got power. Here's the 2-1 pitch to him, and he'll foul it back.
He's got power. Like I said, they're not afraid to swing. That's what Quinton, leading the league in being hit by pitches by a wide margin, has 21 on the year. One of those hitters that really doesn't budge on the ball inside. It's not that he crowds the plate, the reason that he's getting hit so often. He just doesn't give him when there's a ball way inside.
Konerko off second, 2-2 delivery, and just barely got a piece of that to stay alive. That was a good pitch by Guthrie that was fought off by Carlos Quinton. Quinton this season 3 for 16 against the Orioles.
And there's that pitch, that fastball, 2-seam fastball. That's getting enough.
That didn't get to Matt either. Here's the 2-2 and got him. So Guthrie will get the strikeout. Quinton's going to have a word with the home plate umpire, Phil Cuzzy, before he leaves. But a good first inning for Guthrie. A hit and a runner left on. will look to get back into the W column and pick up their 4th win against the White Sox here tonight. And our lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Hardy back in, Markakis and Jones, Guerrero, Reynolds, and Reimold, Weeder, Sandino, and Bell against Danks. A big 308 number for J.J. Hardy.
Yeah, the scouting report on John Danks this evening. Dark and Danks. Very dark beginning of the season for John Danks. He started the year 0-8. He has been 4-1 since. Kind of a miraculous turnaround. The 1.69 ERA. And nick of time, Nick Markakis 8 for 24 with a home run. So John Danks will pitch him carefully, even though he is left-handed and road rage. The White Sox have been on the rampage on the road. Won their last 5 straight. They have won more road games than they don't have any wins as many wins at home. A losing record at home and a winning record on the road. That's what I was trying to say.
Right back to the mound. Danks. That one right into the glove. Dunn playing first base takes it, and Hardy is retired. 1 away. So Hardy, after missing 3, is back in the lineup for the Orioles at short. Here is Nick Markakis with those big numbers. The highest average against the White Sox since '46 goes to Marco Scutaro. Then it's Tom McBridge, and then Nick Markakis at 358, a lifetime mark against the White Sox. And you can see why they picked up A.J. Pierzynski, because he had the 5th best average against them. So now he's playing for them. It's amazing how many deals are struck by clubs that go after players who play so well against them. And that's what they judge it by. Even though the player sometimes hasn't done anything else against anybody else.
Well, believe me, I was traded to the Blue Jays. I think I was at one point, 15-3 against them lifetime. And so they never saw me pitch poorly. I'm sure it's just never thought I lost.
Well, they were right. Markakis fouls it away in a 2-ball 1-strike count from Danks. Danks' number is a bit confusing with the 4-9 record that Mike was talking about, starting out 0-8. Talking to the White Sox coaches today, they said there really hasn't been much difference in what he's done when he was 0-8 and now that he's 4-1. And play will be made by Pierre, and Markakis is retired.
Let's look at the White Sox defense. The defense that's committed the fewest errors in the major leagues, just 50. Juan Pierre will be in left. Alex Rios will be in center. Quinton will man right field. Morel Ramirez on the left side. Beckham and Dunn on the right side, and A.J. Pierzynski, the veteran, behind the plate.
And that will bring up Adam Jones. 2 down, nobody on. Jones has 1 hit in 18 at-bats against Danks. 2 down, bases empty, and Jones will foul that one off the mask of Pierzynski. Welcome to the ball game. Just in case the alarm hasn't gone off before, it's gone off now.
Just a reminder. I know some of the Orioles were talking about before the game. The Weeders, Jones, and Guerrero in the lineup, a collective 6 for 54 against Danks with 3 home runs.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Adam will foul it back. 267 off the lefties, 302 off right-handers for Adam this season. Jones, last year against left-handers, hit 259, so his numbers against the lefties pretty consistent. Although you would think he'd hit higher. But lefties who throw like that make it real tough for anybody to hit. Danks gets the strikeout, retires the side in order, 1 complete. And our second inning is brought to you by Luna. Take a look at the double plays grounded into the American League. Adrian Gonzalez on top, Hunter Cabrera, Pierzynski, and Ramirez of the White Sox, both in that list they'd rather not be in. Call today for the Luna double and get your second room of flooring free. Call 877-241-LUNA. There's some young men, mighty men actually, showing off their robust figures. Preparing for yet another duel. They are the young gladiators. And
the armor may be a little heavy.
We're going in this way.
My shield is too heavy.
Pierzynski, Rios, and Dunn. Pierzynski hitting at 280, has picked up 20 doubles, 5 home runs, only 34 RBIs though. Ooh-ah. Jones is going to go back, and he may watch at the wall, and goodbye home run. No sooner said than rectified. 6 home runs, and the White Sox take the lead.
And a lot of strikes being thrown. Just 3 balls thrown so far by Jeremy Guthrie. 6th home run of the year for Pierzynski. 0-2 pitch. They wanted it up, and it's just too much of the plate.
Dodge Ram Expo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks we've ever built. Ram. So Pierzynski delivers the homer, his second against the Orioles this year, and his first against Guthrie. And a 1-0 lead. That will be the 20th home run surrendered by Jeremy Guthrie. He came into the ball game with the 5th most home runs given up in the American League. That is going to be stroked by Rios. Rios will make the turn and head to second base. Rios, hitting just .215 on the year, all of a sudden has found his swing. He's got a 4-game hit streak.
And now 6 for his last 10. Made an adjustment, keeping his hands a little bit higher. Slight adjustment. It seems to have paid dividends for Alex Rios.
And now Adam Dunn, as he'll put the shift on. Rios and Dunn have had disastrous seasons to this point. If one or both of them can pick up the pace to what the White Sox thought they'd get, the White Sox will make a run at the division. Dunn, 163 with 11 home runs and 39 RBIs. A big contract acquisition, who to this point has just struggled mightily. 13 doubles, 11 home runs. And Dunn will take the pitch inside for a ball. The lowest average in the American League with runners in scoring position belongs to Dunn. And note, Rios not very far ahead of him. You'd have said that at the beginning of the year for either of these, and that's going to be a base hit. Reimold will have no play at the plate, so Dunn gets the RBI, and Rios and Dunn, the 2 mighty strugglers, both come through, and it is a 2-0 lead.
It looks like this one is just hit off the end of the bat. It may have been a ball. It was a ball. And right off the bat in that area vacated by Hardy.
Dunn picking up his 40th RBI. And for Guthrie, 3 up and 3 on here in the second inning. And this is the part of the order that if you looked at it, you'd say, here are where the outs are going to come from tonight. Gordon Beckham. Beckham is 3 for 12 with a home run lifetime off Guthrie, hitting .245 on the year. He has been spectacular at second base fielding wise. Second in fielding percentage at second base this year. And he fouls that one back into the screen on an 0-2 count.
Well, what I've seen so far is that Jeremy Guthrie, in some respects, is throwing too many strikes, really in the middle of the plate. The count really hasn't worked to his advantage. The 0-2 home run to Pierzynski. Sometimes you can be wild in the strike zone where you miss the corners and just many balls down the middle of the plate.
Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that'll be foul back.
think he wanted actually to get timeout, but the pitch was well on its way.
So none of that mattered.
No.
Or was official.
Nope, it actually happened. That's right.
That's right. Count stays at 2 strikes. Beckham will rip it. He got all of it way back, and goodbye home run. Gordon Beckham, his 9th. RBIs 32 and 33. 4-0.
Well, and so far this club is not swinging because they're just a free swinging ball club. This is another 0-2 pitch right in the middle of the plate. Hanging slider. You could see Matt Wieters just look away.
So a disaster in the 2nd inning. 4 up and 4 in, and 2 home runs off Jeremy Guthrie. Brent Morel at the plate, hitting at .259. The third baseman has got a 5-game hit streak coming in. 1-0 delivery, and that will catch the inside corner. And for Buck Showalter, another start here where he can only sit and ponder what is going on. 1-1 pitch will be taken outside, and the count goes to 2-1.
Again, it's that the command within the strike zone that has been lacking so far for Jeremy Guthrie.
2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch he reached for and fouls it back.
And that one right there is a 2-1 hanging slider. So far has not honed in the corners.
Guthrie has now moved past Jake Arrieta and the Orioles, surrendering the most home runs. Or tying him, I should say, at 21. And they are tied for 2nd in the American League with the 21 home runs surrendered. There is Jake. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Reached for it. Morel fouls it back, and it will stay full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases empty.
And believe me, this is a lot of work for Jeremy Guthrie. When you're really not fighting the White Sox hitters at this point, you're fighting yourself. Again, trying to get the ball down, try to get it to the corners.
In the air to left field, that will be playable. Reimold, and he'll put it away. And our Maryland Lottery double play contestant of the game is Loretta Alexander from Baltimore. For every double play the Orioles turn, Loretta, you win $1,000 from the Maryland Lottery. See how you can enter 2 great scratch-offs for a chance to win. You can turn non-winning double play or amazing 8 scratch-offs into cash or O's prizes. Go to mdlottery.com/double play. Top of the order. Bonpierre fights it off. The leader in infield hits, he's got 33 of those, and he's the leader in bunt hits. He's got 15 of those. He's hitting over 370 during his current 8-game hit streak, and he will take the pitch away. He is an exciting player to watch if you're on his team. If you're on the other side, it's something less than exciting. Pierre will take the pitch inside for a ball. You take a look. These are major league leaders. He leads everybody in bunt hits with 15. And Peter Borzo's close. But Pierre trying to draw him in. Did he go after it? No. They check at third base. James Hoy down there.
He has the kind of speed that you can play in. And what happens a lot of times, too, if infielders are playing in on the grass, they'll be on their heels and not on their toes.
There's a base hit down the line. He's going to get at least 2. Markakis going into the corner. He's thinking 3. He wasn't even thinking 2. Here's the throw to third, and he is out on a great relay throw. And Nino right on the money as Markakis combines with him to get the out at third on Pierre.
This is one terrific play by Markakis. Watch him play this barehanded, perfect throw to Andino, and one step and a throw accurate to third base. It's the only way you're going to get Pierre. is that barehanded play by Markakis in right field. I mean, the bobble, if he uses the glove, there's no chance. You see the throw right on the money. Perfect tag.
Pierre has 4 triples on the year, but not this time. And a real fine defensive play to help out. They get an out on the base pass, the second out of the inning. Nick out there with a perfect play.
They're trying to bail Jeremy Guthrie out of this. Very poor breaking ball tonight. It's been up. First one he's thrown in the dirt, trying to make an adjustment, but most have been belt high, fastball velocity down, and command off all at the same time.
Ramirez flied out his first time out. Ramirez is 1 for 17 off Guthrie. And a check swing. Did he go? They check. Yes, he did. So he's called out, and that will do it. But the first 4 who came to the plate in the inning all scored. Pierzynski and Beckham had the home runs. Good D to help get out of the inning. Every Tuesday, all upper reserve seats, just $9 in advance. For tickets, 888-848-BIRD, Orioles.com. Vladimir Guerrero leading it off, takes it for a ball. Guerrero, Reynolds, and Reimold against Danks stake to the early 4-0 lead. 4 runs on 6 hits for the White Sox. Guerrero 0 for his last 10, dropping the average back down to 277. He's had a couple of home runs off Danks, 4 for 24. And 2 of the 4 hits long balls. Guerrero fouled that one away. 1-2. For Vladdy this year, 248 off the left-handers, 290 off right-handers. And as you go through these numbers, you see why, like Jones and Guerrero, why the Orioles struggle against left-handers. The guys you need to produce big bats have a pretty distinct difference between lefty righties. And he got him.
Well, he actually has a better arsenal against the right-handed hitters than the left. And he got some of the numbers, or the poorer numbers. It's that straight changeup, even though it's not in a great spot. It's that change of speed that gets Guerrero way out in front. But he's only struck out, I think, 19 left-handers on the year and up around 70 right-handers. It's that slider that he throws down and in to right-handers, and that straight changeup away are his 2 most effective pitches.
Here is Mark Reynolds, and the defensive shift in the infield is put on against him. First baseman Dunn has moved way over. Yesterday, 2 home runs, 841 feet combined, and the second one they're still talking about that ended up in that second deck. Only the second ball ever hit there in this ballpark. Rex Hudler hit the other one off Jamie Moyer in 1995 that went into that club level area. And it was the sixth, tied for the sixth longest home run ever by anybody here at the ballpark. Pops that one up towards second and right. It'll be the second baseman Beckham going back, and Reynolds is retired. 2 down. This is the 19th start and the 9th on the road for Danks. He's only 1-6 in road games this year. Much better numbers at home.
Yeah, you're right. He started the year 0-8, and 6 of those 8 losses on the road.
But as we said, as Mike was noting, he's come along now in 4-1 with a tremendous 1.69 ERA in his last 7 starts. 0-1 delivery. Reimold will take it inside. Nolan's got a 3 for 5 lifetime off Danks. Hitting only .222 against left-handers, though. And there's that turnover pitch again. Left-handers hitting .291 off Danks, and right-handers .268. We continually nowadays see those reverse numbers that you would expect to be the other way. And largely it's because of the changeup, right?
Yeah, a lot of the changeup. Exactly. And again, if you get the opposite side out, if you're a lefty, you get the righties out, you're a starter. You know, if you get the lefties and you're a lefty out, you're a reliever. That's just the difference in the way it is. It means you have multiple pitches, which John Danks possesses, and if you're a reliever, usually you have an interesting arm angle or something like that to go along, and you dominate against one side of the plate or the other.
2 down, nobody on. 3-2 delivery, and he got it. Another changeup. 3 strikeouts through the first 2 innings, and a 4-0 lead for the White Sox.
Two pitch hanging in the middle of the plate to A.J. Brzezinski, an 0-2 count. You see his reaction. Also another 0-2 count, breaking ball this time, 0-2 to Gordon Beckham in the middle of the plate and hanging with the 2 home runs accounted for by the White Sox in the second inning. So again, command is the issue this evening.
Guthrie will be facing Konerko, Quinton, and Brzezinski. And a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Konerko delivered a double. He has a 5-game hit streak now, and he's 5 for 14 this year against the Orioles. He's got a couple of home runs against the O's this year and 3 lifetime home runs against Guthrie. Guthrie came back inside on him, foul back, and a 2-strike count. I like that. See, now that's creative. You get to hold your sign up NBC
and be part of the sign
at the same time. Integration. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Taken outside. Remember, Guthrie's got to settle it down right here and hold the White Sox, who come in having swept 3 from Minnesota. That's their 3-game win streak. As Mike mentioned, a winning record on the road now, 31-26. Only the White Sox and Tampa Bay in the American League have winning records on the road and losing records at home.
You said that so much better than I did.
No.
I knew what I wanted to say. I just didn't come out right.
I knew what you said. I heard it.
As long as you do, I don't care.
I was just going to add Tampa Bay to the list. And a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Konerko. Outfield pretty much straight away on him. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Konerko reaches. Can't run, really. Just a little trot with that bad leg. Konerko's retired. Bell makes the play. And our Hankook Tires game flow sponsored by Hankook Tires. Be one with it. Hankook Tires. The long ball, which has bothered Guthrie all season long, jumping up in this game, 2 in the second inning, putting him at 21 long balls surrendered on the year, and the difference in the game. Carlos Quentin called out on strikes his first time up. Very good road season for Quentin. One of the reasons this ball club has done well on the road. Quentin comes into the game second in home runs and second in RBIs on the road. Quentin has picked up 16 homers on the road, 7 at home, 297 on the road, 223 at home, and 2-0. The home and road numbers for this White Sox team, you see the better road record. The average actually a little lower, but the runs per game, that's up. Home runs per game actually better at home. Earned run average, though, a little better. Just enough to make them road winners. Jones in center. Quentin is retired, 2 down.
And the White Sox really kind of a mystery club this year to try to figure them out and pencil them in. Look at that outstanding road record, but just haven't played well at home. Starting pitching's been pretty good. Bullpen on the road has been outstanding.
Pierzynski down to first base. That'll be handled by Reynolds. So Guthrie comes back after that 4-run 5-hit second and retires the side in order. Wieters to the plate when we come back. Wieters got an award here. The Major League Baseball players and the alumni vote for a Heart and Hustle award each month, and Matt was the winner for the past month. He is leading the American League, caught stealing, second in both games and innings, and his average 5th among American League catchers. Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association has a banquet in New York in November where they honor one player with a Heart and Hustle award for the year, and Matt will be part of that, having won one for one of the months.
And very deserving.
0-1 count on Wieters. Danks delivers for Matt, trying to get back to the long ball a little bit. April 29th, homer off Danks. It's the only hit he's ever had off him, though. 1 for 12. And we'll foul that one back.
They finally get one of those down and in sliders off John Danks. Rifled it over the left field wall.
Matt has had only 7 hits in his last 51 at bats, covering a 13-game span. 1-2 delivery. Danks is outside with it. Count will go to 2-2. Wieters overall this season against the Southpaws has done really well. 3-0-2, 237 off righties. Danks thought he had that one, but does not get the call. And the count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Take a look at his 2-2 pitch. Straight changeup, just a little bit low.
In the air to right field. Ball hit well. Carlos Quentin looking, and off the very top of the wall. Wieters will get a double and just missed the home run.
18th double of the year for Wieters. Second hit in his career against John Danks, and just misses a home run. In the middle of the plate, another straight changeup, tried to double up and missed by a couple of feet.
So Wieters on. The Orioles get their first hit. 6 in a row had been retired by Danks. Here's Robert Andino. Andino getting the start at second base with Hardy back at short. Andino 3 for 3 off Danks. And against the White Sox, 385 in the 4 games played in Chicago. He had a real good start against the White Sox in that series, including that 1 home run. Andino will try and continue those kind of numbers here in this 4-game set. That one towards center field. Rios. And 1 away. One of the problems for the Orioles is that they have had 5 or fewer hits in each of the last 3 games. Now that doesn't seem like a lot of games, but 3 or 4 games where you don't have more than 5 hits is troubling.
Yeah, it really is a statement about your lineup when, if you have a couple of hot hitters really carrying the club, all of a sudden they cool off. It can come to your run scoring can come to an abrupt end.
Bell will go towards the middle, and he's got a base hit. Wieters is going to come around to score. Rios doesn't field it cleanly, and a run is in. So a 2-out, a single, and an RBI with 1 away, and the Orioles get on the board.
That well-placed single by Josh Bell. He just hits it right back up the middle. And they wanted to come in with a fastball, misses, and that's why the defense is out of line. Ramirez, because that pitch was in, shading towards the hole. When it's not executed, back up the middle, clean single to center. And Rios thinking he may have a play at the plate.
And Bell will pick up his first RBI of the year. This is his 10th game and his 21st at bat. And puts the Orioles on in a 4-1 game. Here is Hardy. Hardy grounded out his first time up. 4 for 14 lifetime off Danks. And Hardy will take the pitch for a strike. The Orioles, plenty of time in the ball game left. You just want to try and get these runs back up on the board as quickly as you can, and they get 1 at least here in the 3rd. And way up high with that one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
What you want to do is apply that pressure to John Danks, not thinking he has an easy lead. You keep whittling into it. Apply more pressure to him where the game gets a lot closer.
And that one is ripped. It's going to be a fair ball into the corner. Pierre chasing it down. Wells coming to 3rd. He'll be held there by Willie Randolph. It's a double for Hardy.
It all started by the leadoff double by Wieters, and then the bottom of the order coming through, Josh Bell, and now the top of the order, J.J. Hardy is back in the lineup. So a single away from being right back in it. Josh Bell going easily.
Also by Bell.
Yeah.
Take a look now with a bad ankle.
Yeah, all eyes will be on J.J. Hardy. And they were checking with him after the first inning to see if he was okay.
Looked all right there. Nick Markakis puts it in the air to center. It'll get at least one run in here. Rios is back. Both runners are tagging up. Throw will come into third. Sac fly. RBI. Bell scores. 4-2.
Yeah, very professional at bat by Markakis. Right back in it.
Nick will get his 47th RBI of the season and his 4th sacrifice fly. The Danks, who came in having retired the first 6, has given up a couple of runs on 3 hits. Still a runner at second base, 2 out. And here's Adam Jones, and if you want somebody at the plate with 2 outs, here's the guy you want. Adam Jones has been sizzling in these situations. Hitting .291 on the year. Danks. Speed delivery to him. Look at the numbers for Adam Jones. Numbers last time reached Kenny Singleton in '77. .292 average overall. .363 with 2 outs. Singleton in the year '77 hit .376 with 2 outs in an inning. Swung on and missed by Jones. And Adam has the best numbers since that season by Kenny.
That shows you what an outstanding year he's having. It was some 30 years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday. So Jones just does not have a very good track record against John Danks.
0-2 delivery. It's a topper. Danks makes the throw and gets the out. But the Orioles get on the board as they pick up a couple of runs on 3 hits. RBIs go to Bell and Markakis, and the lead cut in half. Rapid rewards, unlimited reward seats, and no blackout dates. 3 innings complete in the opener of this 4-game set. For the White Sox, 4-6-0, 1 left on. The Orioles 2-3-0 with a runner left. Guthrie getting some help. Retired the side in order in the 3rd inning. He's got Rios up. Rios doubled and scored in the 2nd and extended his hit streak to 4 games. And boy, if the White Sox have him back on the mark, it's going to make a huge difference. Shattered bat. Wow. Guthrie will play it. The barrel of that bat ended up in the White Sox dugout. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
That's a very uneven break. Much his ball on the inside, right in on the hands of Rios.
Yikes.
That's about as small bat handle as you see left.
shattered the barrel. Half of it went out towards third, and the other half went into the White Sox dugout. One away. Here's Dunn. Dunn came through with an RBI single. He's now 3 for 12 against the Orioles this year with 1 home run. It was his first career hit off Guthrie as he came in 0 for 4. Well, Dunn will try and pick the numbers up. Maybe Rios has ignited both of them. 2-0 count. We have the number 1 and 2 strikeout players in the American League in this game. Dunn is 1, and Mark Reynolds of the Orioles is 2. Pitch is taken inside. However, Mark Reynolds has been much more productive with the home runs and the RBIs than has Dunn. He's only got 40 RBIs, and he will take it for a strike.
Well, that's the thing. Adam Dunn hitting in the cleanup spot. Mark Reynolds was really hitting, 6th, maybe 7th for most of the season.
And Guthrie comes back on him to take the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And still missing his off-speed stuff to control a little bit better this inning.
For Jeremy, the left-hander's 269, right-hander's 268. Not much difference. And down to first, right into the glove of Reynolds. And there are 2 down. And let's take a look at our minor league report, brought to you by PNC for the achiever in you. He's standing right behind us here in the booth. LJ Hose, there are the numbers from the 2 positions where he's played, Frederick and Bowie. And you see the outstanding offense put up, particularly at Bowie, which is his home. We're just talking with him. Born in D.C., but grew up in Bowie. There he is with his dad standing with him. And he got a chance to come to the ballpark today, meet with the skipper, a little workout in. And what's great about it is, as we said, Bowie's his home. He used to come to the ballpark. His dad, I guess, used to bring him here to the yard to watch Oriole games. A big Orioles fan his whole life. So, I mean, he spent his whole life here in this area and now playing in Bowie. Kind of a dream come true.
I say you have to feel like he's right at home.
Couldn't write it like that if you tried. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Gordon Beckham. 2 down, nobody on. Beckham got his 9th home run his first time up. He'll foul that one back. Every kid's got a dream about playing on the team that he idolizes growing up, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All of us, if you played sports, you had the team, you had the player. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Who is your favorite Oriole? Who was?
A wise answer, I would say.
Brady Anderson.
I thought I heard Cal Ripken Jr.
I was going to say Mike Flanagan, but I let it go.
He needs to pitch. He was a pitcher. Yeah.
3 ball, 2 strike count on Beckham. Guthrie trying to retire the side in order again, and that'll be a foul ball. Played perfectly on the hop by the ball girl. Count will stay 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jeremy is up to 64 pitches here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, what he's done is really try to come inside more ever since that fine play by Markakis, Andino, and Bell in the 2nd. He's retired 6 straight.
3-2 is fouled straight back again.
That's the thing. You try to find something that's working. He is still struggling with his control and his breaking ball and just overall command. You try to find something that's working just to get outs any way you can.
Pitching coach with a close eye trying to help here. 3-2 in the air and foul.
So that's where you're just taking a chance. 3-2 low middle of the plate. Use my defense.
Big hopes for Beckham. He's getting it done in the field, as we mentioned, and now the hope is that the offense will come along. It's a highly touted player.
Yeah, some of the Chicago people, Thomas, he had a real big year at the bat when he first came up to the big leagues, and certainly word will get out what your strength is. And top end, it was just a great high fastball hitter, and so clubs will stay away from it. I mean, they're always deciphering the information, trying to find a weakness or a hole with any hitter. Partly what the sophomore jinx is about. The adjustment by the league.
He's only got 19 walks, 79 strikeouts. 3-2 delivery. Beckham again. He's fighting Guthrie. He's seen about the entire repertoire here on this at bat and has held the count at 3-2.
You can almost see it on Jeremy Guthrie's face. That's another breaking ball in the middle of the plate. I mean, he's just really throwing sort of in that direction, trying to throw a strike, not a high percentage strike.
The 11th pitch of this at bat, 3-2 delivery, and he got the pop up. Will it stay playable? That was over, and no. Into the seats. So this is going to be at least a dozen pitches in this at bat.
One big at bat that will put his pitch count at 70. Again, we've only had one ball out of the infield since that fine play by the outfield.
3-2 delivery. 13th pitch coming up.
One of those, tell him what's coming.
Yeah. So for Guthrie, he's at the point where he'd like to be with 3 hitters and 3 outs in just this at bat. 13 pitches. Here's the 3-2 again.
To the kitchen sink. Now he breaks out the straight changeup.
Pitch number 14. This one should be playable. Reimold coming in. And he's got it. Retired, and that's going to be 7 in a row set down. Little chance for this young future star of the Orioles, L.J. Hose, to sign some autographs. Willie Randolph came out early, working with Blake Davis and Buck Britton as they took some action around second base, getting the flips down for the double plays. That'll go to short. Ramirez has got it, and Vladdy is retired. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. The players reciprocate. Buck Showalter, when he gets a night off, usually goes down to the minors and watches the minor leaguers play, and when the minor leaguers get a night off, they get to come up to the ballpark and get a little work in, meet with Buck, work with people like Willie and the other coaches, as the instruction never ends.
Never ends. I see that back lick that Willie was working on there. That's really the legacy of Roberto Alomar.
Yeah. Willie was pretty good at that.
Yeah, Willie was a great second baseman.
He knew how to turn him. 1-0 count. Mark Reynolds up. John Danks, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Guthrie, no walks and a couple of Ks. Reynolds popped out his first time up and fouls that off his foot. There you see the runs produced via the homer. The Orioles, the highest percentage this season at 43%. Then the Yankees, the White Sox not far behind, the Rays, and then the Blue Jays. And a great pitch down and into him in a 1-ball 2-strike count.
That's the pitch you want to lay off, but you can't really read the spin until it's sometimes too late. If he gets in that down and in location, very difficult pitch just to keep fair.
1-2 delivery, and he'll be tagged out, and the strikeout will be the 4th, picked up by Danks. 2 down.
They're all swinging, and again at that slider cutter, just in under the hands of Reynolds.
You wonder how could he have lost his first 8 games.
Yeah, you have to go back and look at it. I guess he really wasn't pitching that bad.
We were talking about it, Mike, before the game. He and Guthrie are 2 of the top 6 in the American League with least run support for starters.
Yeah, you don't want to be on that list. Yeah, Guthrie's 6th lowest at 3.39 runs per 9 innings, and John Danks 3.1.
1-ball 1-strike delivery. Reimold will take it away on a changeup. Nolan's had 3 hits and 6 at bats lifetime off Danks.
And one of the reasons he's in the lineup, certainly Buck Showalter paid big attention to the matchup sheet.
Morel will play it and just gets it over there in time. So Danks retires the side in order. I think it's paint your face night at the ballpark. I'm so cute I can't stand it. 4-2 White Sox. A loan from Navy Federal Credit Union makes car buying easy. Visit NavyFederal.org to calculate your payment. Gorgeous summer evening here in Baltimore. It was 91 when we started. No clouds. Light starting to take effect. Jeremy Guthrie hit hard to left field. Reimold right there. He's got it. Brent Morel is retired. 1 away in the 5th inning. 2 fly balls he's hit to left field. Guthrie will get Pierre and then Ramirez, and after that long 14 pitch at bat by Beckham, he'd like to have a quick inning here. It was in that last inning, the 3rd out.
Yeah, he has retired 8 in a row now.
Yep. And Pierre will take it for a strike. He hit a double, tried to extend it to a triple, got thrown out. 9-4-5 in a play that right now has kind of reversed the momentum of this game. In the air again to right center, playing shallow. Jones over, and he's got it. Our Suzuki game flow. Otto's all-wheel drive lineup. Suzuki, the power of engineering. Krasinski a home run, Dunn an RBI single, Beckham a 2 RBI homer, 4-0 White Sox. In the Orioles' 3rd inning, RBIs by Bell and Markakis to make it 4-2. Nick getting set up towards the power alley. against Ramirez, who's 0 for 2. Is flied out and struck out. Ramirez coming in, 4 hits in his last 10 at bats, now 4 for 12. Reynolds makes the stop, gets up. Play at first, Bell rather, gets it over to Reynolds. And another 1-2-3 inning. Wow, 10 in a row retired by Guthrie. Not only the runs, but some hits. 5 or fewer hits in the last 3. That one, Matt Wieters, he's on tonight. He's got a single. That'll add to the double that he picked up in his other at-bat. So Wieters, he has led off the 3rd and now the 5th with a base hit. 2 for 2 in the ball game.
And that's another good omen leading off the inning, and Wieters 2 for 2. Definitely going up there with a game plan against John Danks to go the other way.
Robert Andino represents the potential tying run now. Even with a bag at 3rd, Morel, and the pitch down low for a ball from Danks. Orioles with 4 hits in the ball game. Andino flying out to center field. The only at bat he's had in the ball game. And that one's towards 3rd. Slow developer. There's one relay and no chance. Beckham tried. Morel couldn't make it happen any faster than that. They get the 1 out.
Just a topper to 3rd base to Brent Morel. All I could do is just really play for 1. They'll go ahead and try to complete the double play, but really no chance. And it's a high second hop.
So that'll bring up Bell. Bell delivered an RBI single and scored a run in the 3rd inning. And this is where you got to be very careful if you're a base runner. Danks is one of the best at picking off base runners.
Yeah, 6 on the year.
He's got a real good move. Very hard to read. And the pitch will be taken away for a ball. Jasinski's thrown out just 19% of base stealers, and even though Danks has got the pickoff move, 9 out of 15 stealing bases against him.
Yeah, it's really guesswork when it comes to John Danks. It's not about reading the runner. You see that quick throw over. That's really going to catch the runner that's going to go on the first move.
Mike, his move, that front foot is like, it's not pointed to first. It's kind of halfway between first and home.
Yeah, if Buck and Bob Davidson was at first base, it would be real interesting to see, because he does stride an awful long way towards really home plate. You can see that throw. You're really supposed to be more of a straight line towards third base, that gray area for a left-hander.
Orioles down by 2. And have a runner on. 1-0 delivery. Bell will take it. It is up high. 2-0.
Yeah, if you're striding and throwing over to first base and the hitter swings, you're probably striding too far towards the plate.
Pretty good. Pretty good chance.
I mean, there really is supposed to be like an imaginary line. You could see with Danks lining up at a 45-degree angle.
And he's got the runner moving back. He gets a strike there. And Dino, last couple of times on the delivery to the plate, has been heading back to first base.
And that's exactly what you want if you're a pitcher, is have that runner going back towards first. And Danks really not a sinker ball type pitcher.
That's going to be a base hit to center, and Dino will stop at second. Bell has got his second hit, and the Orioles get runners on at first and second with 1 away. This day of baseball history brought to you by Verizon Fios. Switch to Fios, a network ahead. To learn more, visit Verizon.com/get Fios. 1941, Les Brown and his band of renown recorded Joltin' Joe. Joe DiMaggio from Columbia Records became a hit. Went up to number 12 on the charts, and her name was Betty
Bonney.
Yeah, who sang it. 57, the Dodgers said, we're going to L.A. 1976, first game of a doubleheader against KC. The White Sox took the field wearing shorts in perhaps the ugliest uniforms ever to take the field in Major League history. They were shorts. Runners going to third. Here's the throw. Stolen base.
Well, Andino's been doing a lot more running of late. Again, you know this is the green light to go on your own, because the trail runner is staying at first. Andino over 90 feet closer.
Andino, 6 stolen base, 8 chances, and that's a base hit. Andino will score. Bell going to third. Pierre chasing it in the corner. It's a double, and it's a 1-run game.
Yeah, pretty much a carbon copy formula for the third inning. J.J. Hardy coming through once again. Fastball up middle of the plate, the bottom of the order, with Wieters and Josh Bell getting base hits and Hardy knocking him in.
49 RBIs for Hardy. After sitting out 3 games with a bad ankle, he's come right back. He has really turned himself into a hit machine this year. And a little visit to the mound will take place as they'll try and settle Danks down. Don Cooper, the pitching coach. Tonight's mobile word of the day is Boogs. Text Boogs 29292 right now and enter to win tickets to Brian Roberts' Baseball Bash. Stay tuned to O's games on MASN all week long for more chances to enter to win. Two in scoring position, and Nick Markakis will take it for his strike. Nick with an RBI and a sac fly, and he's flied out.
And the best career numbers against John Danks. And he already has that sacrifice fly in the books.
296 now with runners in scoring position. Nick has moved that number up down to first and foul. That was a protect me swing right there.
That may have hit him. I guess it shows you the good bat speed on the inside part of the plate by Markakis.
There are the runners that he can bring home with a base hit. Bell, the lead runner. Hardy with a double at second. Here's the 0-2 delivery to him, and got him in the off-speed changeup.
That pitch he doesn't always use against left-handers. 0-2 pitch, wanted down the way, but ends up middle. So big out for John Danks.
The Orioles 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. That has been a problematic area for the Orioles of late. They have dropped to 9th in the league now at 251 as a team. Here again is Jones. And again there are 2 down. Change up, a strike. And again we showed you 363 is his average with 2 outs coming into the ball game. And Buck Showalter hoping he can add a little tick to that with a base hit right here. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Jones towards third. Cut off. Morel up and gets it. So the Orioles will pick up 1 run. The RBI goes to Hardy. A couple are left on. It's a 4-3 ball game. Jeremy Guthrie's pitches burning.
Pretty reasonable last inning, just a 5-pitch inning. He's had a 5, a 10, and a 12, and just a couple of long at bats have driven that number up. Otherwise, it's pretty pitch efficient. Hasn't been a question of being able to throw the ball over the plate. It's where over the plate.
Konerko did go after that called strike. The Orioles won 3 in Chicago, 10-4, 6-2, and 6-4. Before losing the final game in that 4-game set 6-2. Guthrie was the losing pitcher in that one. Trying to get a little revenge here in this ball game. He's 3-5 lifetime against the White Sox. Konerko has doubled and grounded out. 5-game hit streak. 2-0 delivery to him. Konerko and a good pitch down and in. 2-1.
I think it's really seemed to right Jeremy Guthrie is that outstanding defensive play on the double by Pierre, which turned out to be a double, but the outstanding relay from Markakis to Andino to Bell. And since then, 10 in a row.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Watches that one go by, and it just missed, and it goes to 2-2. Jeremy Guthrie here at Camden Yards, 12 starts, 3-6. The ERA is 4.6. Jeremy's lifetime numbers here 21 and 33 at Camden Yards. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery. Konerko to third. Oh, under the glove. And Bell's having problems at third base. An error and a leadoff man on.
And his ball will just go underneath the glove. So one hopper, he just watch him just pull that glove up too early. Ball stays down, glove comes up.
Well, the error charged. The Orioles will look for the ground ball double play off Quinton's bat now. He's been called out on strikes and he is flied out. You can bet they're talking fielding right there. And that's going to be a base hit into the corner. Konerko, who can hardly run, is going to go to third base. And does not make it. Reimold with a throw to Bell, and there is an enormous break for the Orioles. Not only can't he run with that bad leg, but obviously neither can he slide.
He doesn't want to slide. He just, I mean, it really is sad how hard it is for him to get around the bases. Reimold is really just getting it in, but a very wise play. Watch just how long it's going to take him to try to get around the bases.
It's called playing hurt, and that's what Konerko's doing, and it can cost you. Ground ball towards the middle, and that's going to be a base hit by Pierzynski. Jones up the throw to the plate on Quentin. There is none. Boy, that makes that play look even bigger at third base. And it is a 5-3 lead for the White Sox. Pierzynski gets his second RBI.
And given another out on the base pass by the Oriole defense. Up middle changeup. Just out of the reach of Andino.
Pierzynski came into this game with an 0 for 12. He had a home run his first time up and a single his third. 2 for 3 ball game.
It just seems like once he gets in the stretch position, things have been very difficult for Jeremy Guthrie tonight.
Rios has doubled, scored, and grounded out. And he'll take the slider on the outside corner for a strike.
A little drop down pitch by Guthrie. Just trying to stay in this one.
Runner at first base, one away. Rios asks for timeout, does not get it, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Let's see that very often. The home plate umpire did not give him the timeout.
You see Guthrie very upset with it. Cut the ball back barehanded. It's very hard once you start your delivery to sort of shut it down.
2 ball, 1 strikeout. And a ground to third base. Bell's got it. There's one. Relay. Not in time. Off the bag is the call by Tom Hallion. So the throw was there in time, but pulled Reynolds off the bag.
Well, again, timing is everything when you're trying to turn a double play. This ball just bobbled a little bit. See a little bit of difficulty getting it out of the glove, and then Andino, that runner down at another step on top of him, forces the play.
So the inning will stay alive. Quick throw over. Good move by Guthrie trying to catch Rios just coming off the bag. 2 away. Dunn, an RBI single, and he is grounded out. Andino is playing softball right field. Runner goes. Had the base stolen. That'll be towards the seats and out of play. So Rios will come back. This is about as deep as you'll ever see a second baseman play in right field. It's sort of what they do against the likes of David Ortiz.
Has a shallow right or deep second.
1 run in here in the 6th inning. Inning should be over, but the error that opened it up has kept it alive. Called strike. Dunn can't believe it. Turns around to look at the umpire. Chris Jagabauskas in the pen. Adam Dunn with 11 home runs came into the year with at least 38 homers in 7 straight years. Rios again back to the bag.
Is it all about the American League?
Well,
you know, spent his entire career in the National League. Is it about DHing? I'm sure they wish they had the answer.
Dunn certainly wishes he knew. 0-2 count. Rios not going and fouled off again. Isaac Guillen, who does not miss a chance to make a point when asked about Dunn, said he's got to get himself in shape and come to spring training ready to play. If you don't come to spring training in shape, you get hurt. And he wasn't talking about physically hurt, talking about production hurt. So again, Ozzie makes a point delicately. Here's the 0-2 delivery and just missed outside. 1-2. Rios went once, has not tried to steal a base since. 1-2, and not a big lead here. On-speed pitch from this outside. So 2 ball, 2 strike count undone. Guthrie obviously trying to get him to chase. He's got the league's leader in strikeouts at the plate, so you figure he must be going after some pitches that aren't in the strike zone. But he hasn't done that in this at bat. And a check swing comebacker. Guthrie with time, and will get the out. So 1 run in. RBI picked up by Przinsky as the White Sox extend the lead back to 2. For the Orioles against Gavin Floyd. Our coverage, Massa 2 HD, 630 O's Extra, presented by Verizon Wireless. Our game at 7. All the access you need right here on Massa.
Starters for tomorrow. Jojo Reyes will get his first start.
Popped up by Vladdy to shallow center, and shortstop back to get it, Ramirez.
Take a look at tomorrow's pitchers. Gavin Floyd, 9-10, about a 4.5 ERA. Take the mound for the White Sox. Jojo Reyes again, first start in an Oriole uniforms, pitched out of the bullpen. And patchworking that Oriole rotation together. So he'll get his shot tomorrow.
One away. Here's Mark Reynolds, 0 for 2. He has popped out and struck out. Danks has not walked anybody, striking out 5 in the ball game. Guthrie hasn't walked anybody either, striking out 2.
65 pitches thrown here into the 6th.
A very efficient 26-year-old left-hander on the mound for the White Sox. And again, just draws back on it with a changeup.
Yeah, it's more apt to be less than more than when it comes to John Danks. 2 starts ago, though, against the Tigers, struck out 10 in 6 innings of work.
And that's a career high, 10 strikeouts. That changeup's going to be up and away. It is his 9th career start against the Orioles. He's 4-3, 4.13 earned run average, 1-1 in 3 starts here at Camden Yards. And swung on a miss. 3 changeups in a row and 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, 2 outs, not 1-2 pitch. Just stays with it. You can see Przinsky tap on the ground, meaning I want it in the dirt and want him to expand.
A couple of quick outs here. Nolan Reimold has struck out and grounded out. Danks has averaged 6 1/3 innings pitched, about 102 pitches per ball game in the year. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Reimold. Danks appears to be actually speeding up the game.
Yeah, his pace certainly has quickened.
1-1 delivery is going to miss inside. A 2-ball 1-strike count on Reimold. Nolan with a 3 for 7 lifetime off Danks. 2-1 to second base. Beckham's got it. And that's that. A 1-2-3 inning. We've completed 6 here at Camden Yards, and the White Sox lead at 5-3. Southwest Airlines is back at Camden Yards Saturday, August 13. Birds take on the Tigers Saturday, 7:05 game, one low price. You get the Utah Street bleacher seat, the exclusive 2110 Utah Street t-shirt. Space is limited. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com to join Nick and Adam. 2110. Beckham will lead it off. Beckham delivered the 2-run homer in the second inning, his 9th of the year. Flied out to left his last time up. Morel will follow, and then the top of the order, Pierre. White Sox had their troubles offensively as well, but in this ball game so far, 5 runs, 8 hits. Down to third, that will be foul. They have outscored opponents on the road during their 5-game win streak 26-6. And the ERA during that span of 5 games, 1.81. And you can go all the way back to June 18 for an ERA on the road of 1.8. The Orioles have gone through that with the 3 they've put up. Now Guthrie's trying to hold the White Sox and give the offense a chance to get back.
That's exactly what he's trying to do.
2-ball 1-strike delivery. Beckham down to third again. It was Beckham's at bat that put the pitch count up in the 4th inning. 14 pitches before Guthrie finally won the battle with a fly ball to left field. 2-2 delivery. Ouch.
Yeah, he's taken the majority of the pitch allotment by Jeremy Guthrie tonight. Pays for here right off the instep.
In the air to the left field off the end of the bat. Reimold will have room. He just missed his second home run of the ball game right there. You see the unearned runs allowed. We were talking about how the defense has kind of let the Orioles down in recent games. The A's have given up 62. The Orioles have given up 1 more here tonight, 6th inning. That was an unearned run. And the Orioles now 60 unearned on the year, putting them the 2nd most in the American League. Morel pops it up down the line. Reynolds with his back. There's just something about that first baseman glove.
Oh, when he goes back to third, take it with you.
Yeah. I mean, he made that look pretty easy.
He did. Over the shoulder. He stays right with it. Basket catch, cradling it in.
Chris Davis is still not playing, but he's not on the DL, and probably will be back in the ball game tomorrow. He wanted to get into the lineup in this game with that right shoulder ache that he's had, but the manager decided no, not tonight, probably tomorrow. Question is, if he comes back, where's he going to play? First or third? Ground ball towards second base. Pierre played by Andino, and he's got him in another good inning. Seventh inning stretch time at Camden Yards, brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Fly straight, drink responsibly. Like we were talking about the fact that Chris Davis comes back, first baseman, the way Reynolds is playing, and the way Buck Showalter is thinking, we might see Davis at third base.
Yeah, he figures that maybe is his best defensive club. Let's, we have good reports on Chris Davis as a third baseman. So I think really, why not? I think Buck Showalter wanted to wait one more day with Davis, certainly with a left-hander on the mound tonight and John Dank. So that's something we may see tomorrow.
Orioles continue to have to go through a lot of pitchers here, and Jojo Reyes is going to get the start. He's anxious about that. This is grab a hold of the ring time for so many players.
Buck Showalter talks about it all the time. It really is about opportunity, and here's another chance for a young pitcher who has good stuff. Let's see what he can do.
So he'll be able to make the start, and the Oriole fans will get a chance to look at him for the first time as a starter. He's been on in relief. Bottom half of the seventh inning. Danks with no walks, 6 strikeouts. Guthrie, no walks, 2 strikeouts. 5 runs, 8 hits for the White Sox, 3 runs, and 6 hits on the board for the Orioles. And the strike taken. See if Danks continues to try and pick the pace up. Wieters has led off each time he's hit in this ball game. A double in the third inning, a single in the 5th inning. Danks gets 69% of leadoff batters out, but he hasn't had any luck tonight against Wieters. In fact, Wieters has been the only Oriole leading off an inning to get on. And that one to the gap in left center field, and Rios is not going to catch up to that one. Wieters on his way to second base, and he's got another double, a 3-for-3 night, and another leadoff man on.
This is deja vu all over again 3 times. 2-1 pitch. This time he'll go to the left center field alley. Last 2 at bats went to right field and hit perfectly in that alley, as you said. 3rd time he's led off an inning, and 3rd time he's had a base hit.
Our Jeep Expo brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass. A 3-for-3 ball game. Matt Wieters, and now the potential tying run again comes to the plate. Andino is hit into a fielder's choice. He has flied out, scored a run, and he's stolen a base, and he's bunting for a base hit. They got to play it third. And Wieters is safe as it knocked out of the glove. Brett Morel had him by a mile and maybe too much time. He could not hang on to it on the the sliding Waiters.
Yeah, let's take a look. Accurate throw by John Danks. And then waiting for Wieters. Little jab step. And then kicks the ball out of the glove. One more look.
So the Orioles get a real break there and now have runners on at first and third with nobody out. It'll be a fielder's choice for Andino. An error on Morel, allowing the runner to reach third. The first error on the White Sox, and here's Bell 2 for 2. 2 singles and an RBI. And Andino's not going to wander far off that base. Jesse Crane in the bullpen.
It's been a very hot bullpen, certainly on the road this year. And that move to first base by John Danks very close to a balk.
He will be up high. Orioles have had their chances in the ball game to get it knotted up or better. Danks has found a way to get the outs when he's needed them. The Orioles have left only 3 on base, all in scoring position. That'll be into the seats. Orioles' upcoming schedule presented by Xfinity. 4 games set against the White Sox. Tigers into the weekend. Catch all the action with Xfinity only from Comcast. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Get Xfinity today. Call 1-800-XFINITY. Even when he's making this kind of a slow toss over, that foot lands in the same place.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers will wear certainly a hold of where the home plate stride is going. He has one working to first base.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a changeup. Boy, has he thrown a lot of changeups in this ball game, and effectively so.
Yeah, that's his go-to pitch, certainly with runners on base. He really becomes very reluctant to throw that fastball with men on.
Again, Andino back to the bag.
Well, he's trying to pick up a free out somewhere, pick somebody off, or certainly keep Andino at first and play for 2, and that's what they'll do up the middle. Ramirez and Beckham up the middle at double play depth.
1-2 delivery, and again foul back by Bell. Bell's got a little chance at redemption here. He committed the error in the 6th inning that would result in an unearned run scoring. Now he's got a chance to get that run back on the other side of the coin with a base hit here.
It just seems like tonight, if Wieters gets a hit, he gets a hit.
1-2 delivery, foul back again. Danks having to work against Bell in this at bat. Up to 81 pitches thrown. Wieters off third base, Andino off first. Here's the 1-2 again. Bell will take it.
Danks taking a little bit of extra time, slowed that pace down now that he's in trouble.
Almost. Andino was leaning the other way that time towards second base. Throw not particularly hard that time, and he got back.
Danks saw a little bit of a lean.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Inside, and he takes him full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bell. Runners at first and third with the Orioles down a couple. Andino's created a little bit of a problem over there, worrying about him running or extending the lead. 3-2, runner does not go, and he struck him out on a pitch away, and yes, another changeup. 7 strikeouts.
Now let's take a look at his 3-2 pitch. He'll take a lot of speed off. It ends up well off the outside corner. Had Bell in that swing mode.
And Ozzy's decided time to go to the bullpen. So Danks worked his way through and probably would like to be able to stay on here, but he's coming out. From around baseball. You can join Tom Davis, Dave Johnson, Mel Antonin, and Phil Wood. Great roundtable discussions, a look in at Oriole Park and more. Check it out tomorrow, 5:30 to 7, right here on Massive. Jesse Crane coming on for Danks.
Yeah, Danks, an outstanding evening, battling to the end. 6 1/3, 7 hits, the 3 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 7. And we'll turn it over to Jesse Crane, the veteran, will come out of the White Sox bullpen, 29 years old. 50th game of the year. He's been a workhorse for Ozzie Guillen's White Sox, 5-3 record. You can see the hits to innings pitched, just 33 hits allowed and just about a strikeout per innings pitched. He's been a very reliable reliever for many years for the Twins and now with the White Sox.
So Crane will face J.J. Hardy. Runners at first and third, only 1 out. Hardy's got 2 doubles and an RBI and 3 times up. And the pitch is taken away for a ball. Orioles this close to getting it tied or getting a lead in this game. Hardy has faced Crane only once and is 0 for 1 against him. Crane's another one of these pitchers we were talking about. His ERA on the road is .98. 2 earned runs in 18 1/3 innings on the road. ERA at home 3.60, which isn't that bad, but that's an amazing ERA on the road.
Yeah, great numbers against the left-handed hitters, which is also a little bit odd for a right-handed reliever. And first batter efficiency has been great.
Hardy takes it, a good breaking ball that catches the corner. Had Hardy locked up in a 1-2 count.
Yeah, slow curveball from Crane, but first batters are 4 for 41. That's under 100 average. Against Jesse Crane, that's a great quality for a reliever to have, to come in right into the frying pan and be able to get that first hitter out.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Jump toss over to first. And Dino back. Four-game series. That's very important for the White Sox. Only 5.5 games out in the division. They've got another team to jump over to get to the top. And a look to third. No throw to first base.
And I guess if there's one weakness in the armor of Jesse Crane, you're able to run on him. Gavin Floyd, who starts tomorrow, they've stolen 17 bases and no one's been caught against Crane. 10 stolen bases, only 1 caught.
In the air, Hardy got a hold of it toward the corner, and goodbye, home run! J.J. Hardy continues to be Mr. Incredible. A 3 RBI homer, and the Orioles lead it by 1.
Not even sure he was going to be able to play tonight or start tonight. Up fastball, I think. But it was up and in the middle of the plate, and just a low rocket off the bat of J.J. Hardy. Just gets enough down the line, about 4 rows deep.
And just like that, the Orioles are on top by 1. His 20th home run of the season. Now has 50. He's got a 4 RBI game. He's got a 52 RBI number on the board for the year. Markakis will take it down low.
And how big is that play at third base with Wieters, where he appeared to be out by a couple of steps, and looks like he's just able to kick it out of the glove. And now Guthrie has the lead.
A very big play. Crane, the 5th home run off him this year. All have been hit by right-handers. Markakis takes it for a strike. Nick is 0 for 2, sac fly. And Crane is now the pitcher of record. Danks is charged with 5 runs, 7 hits over 6 1/3. Now you see why John Danks' 4-9 games like this probably have haunted him all year. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Markakis, that's to right field for a base hit. Played by Carlos Quinton, and the Orioles keep the inning going here in the 7th. Favorite Birds are back with their favorite dogs and cats 2012 pet calendar presented by Southwest Airlines. Proceeds benefit the Baltimore Animal Rescue and Care Shelter. To get your 12 pet calendar, 888-848-BIRD, to go to Orioles.com. So a 9-hit ball game for the O's. And here's Adam Jones. Hardy with 2 doubles and a home run and 4 RBIs in the game. Jones trying to join Hardy with a long ball, fouls it back.
Well, he just has not had any luck in his career against John Danks, and so he can try to make Jesse Crane pay. There's the home run swing. And quickly it turned around for John Danks.
That's a tough one. 0-1 count to Jones. That one to the hole. Knocked down. Nice play. Morel to second, and he gets the out. A real good defensive play to get Markakis.
Let's take a look at this play by Brent Morel. In the webbing of the glove, and just a quick flip to second base. Good hustle on the part of Markakis getting down.
Second out of the inning. Runner at first base, 2 away, and Vladdy Guerrero 0 for 3. Jim Johnson warming up for the Orioles. Mike Bordick, the bullpen coach for this homestand. Throw over, and he's back.
Look for Adam Jones to run right here. Told you about the numbers against Crane. 10 out of 11 safe.
Pretty good lead. There he fakes it. Pitch out. Runner back. Well, the White Sox thought he was going.
Again, Crane just very slow to the plate. It's part of that reason. It's about a second and a half. It makes it, if you get a decent jump, almost impossible to throw him out.
1-0 count. Guerrero. Vladdy has seen Crane more times than any other Oriole. He is 3 for 11 off the White Sox reliever. Double by Wieters led the ball game off. Andino hit into a fielder's choice. The play went over to third base. They had Wieters by a mile, but on the slide, Morel dropped it, and they almost got him. Adam was leaning towards second and just gets back.
So you get the feeling he's going to try to run somewhere within this at bat. Just a quick spin move by Jesse Crane. I'm not sure that moved entirely legal either. You're supposed to step, not pivot.
1-1. There goes Jones. Ground ball towards short. Ramirez will go to first and get the out. But the Orioles roar back in the bottom of the 7th inning. J.J. Hardy hadn't played for 3 days, back in the lineup, and a 3 RBI homer here in the 7th.
And a 3-run homer in a night not even sure he was going to start. Matt Wieters really jump-starting that offense, leading off 3 innings with base hits, 3 for 3, a couple of doubles.
And so Jeremy Guthrie's out of there, but he leaves with a chance to win his 6th game.
And Jim Johnson will come out and make his 49th appearance, 5-3 record, 63 innings of work, and just 11 walks for Jimmy Johnson here to protect this lead in the 8th.
1-run ball game. Ramirez, Konerko, and Quinton, middle of the order coming up. Ramirez has had an 0 for 3. Back to the mound over his head. Hardy charging, bare hands it. Oh, yeah! Bat and glove are working just fine for J.J. Hardy.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll keep their eye on J.J. as he heads back to shortstop. But this is one of those all-or-nothing plays right over the head of Jimmy Johnson. And this is one of those that would test that ankle. Nice quick flip throw, barehanded, sure-handed, and an accurate throw.
Boy, he has just been
Welcome
so
back,
far above everything that was expected of him this year. Huh?
Yeah, I'm talking to certainly Buck Showalter before the game, even talking, let's see how he gets through BP. Let's see how he gets through infield. Let him take his normal day and have a night like this.
So one away. Here's Konerko, a double. Ground ball out, reached on an error. Guthrie leaves, giving up 5 runs, 4 earned. Solid performance, no walks, and a couple of strikeouts in the game. White Sox with 8 hits in the ball game.
You almost think they just should play almost in the outfield against Konerko. We've seen how poorly he can run.
One of the biggest plays of the game when Konerko got taken out. I mean, the 2 plays at third base have been big.
I'm going to say all the plays at third base. There have
Yeah.
been some unique plays at third tonight. Really changing Guthrie's to play at third in the 2nd inning.
Takes it now. Oh, strike taken, 3-1.
Yeah, the Wieters play at third base and the Konerko play at third base. Very unusual to have that many.
Konerko got thrown out by Reimold because he just couldn't run fast enough, nor could he slide, and he gets a walk. Now, will he stay in the ball game?
And it is literally a walk.
Yeah, really. That is the first walk surrendered in the game. And our game flow brought to you by 1800 Tequila. For the Orioles, the comeback, 7th inning, led by the Wieters double. A play at third where he was going to be out, but the ball got dropped. So no first out recorded there, and the Orioles went on to get Hardy's 3 RBIs on the homer. Lillibridge has come on to be the pinch runner for Konerko. So Lillibridge running, Quinton at the plate. Carlos Quinton has doubled, struck out, and flied out. Johnson's pitch will miss, and ball 1. Dangerous here. You see the 23 homers.
Yeah, Lillibridge, their second best, I guess, stolen base threat on at first base. He has 10 steals, been caught 5 times.
Quinton 2 for 4 off Johnson. There goes Lillibridge in the air and is shattered back to center, and that's going to fall in. And boy, did Lillibridge read that. He never stopped at second base and goes to third on the single by Quinton with only 1 away.
Yeah, big time bloop single right here. No look back. Finally picks it up. See, it's going to be a bloop. Finally finds it. I think it's just too far committed. And we'll just head over to third base. I guess he reached the point of no return.
So the White Sox threatening to get this thing tied up again or better in the 8th. Runners at first and third, only 1 away. A.J. Pierzynski with the home run in the 2nd inning, a single and an RBI in the 6th, 2 for 3 in the ball game. Getting out of the 0 for 12 he had coming in.
Well, he does lead the club in grounding into double plays. He's grounded it into 18 double plays, and they will play for that up the middle. Hits a lot of balls. I guess would be considered to the right of Andino.
Well, the Orioles squeeze it a little bit towards the middle and hope for the ground ball. Hardest player in the league to strike out. He expands the strike zone. He strikes out only once every 15 plus plate appearances. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Game in the balance here late as the Orioles, their first lead coming in the 7th inning. White Sox threatening to get it back. Good off-speed pitch by Johnson.
An outstanding straight changeup to get ahead. Again, Pierzynski very difficult to strike out. Can't throw a much better changeup than that one.
1-2 count. Can Johnson strike out? The most difficult batter in the league to K. 1-2 delivery. It'll stay there. And you text in, you vote for the AT&T player of the game. The candidate's J.J. Hardy with a 3-hit, 4 RBI ball game. Matt Wieters has had a 3-hit game, 2 runs scored. And Gordon Beckham, he has delivered a home run. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, to 51862. One-two delivery again, inside out, fly ball center. Jones over, runner tagging. Here comes Lillibridge. Here's the throw. Not a good one. Not able to cut it off. Runner will move down to second base. Sac fly Pierzynski. Game tied at 6.
Well, Adam Jones does his best to try to line it up to have a play at the plate and just can't get his bearings on it. Just a little bit too deep. Not really much he could do, but he wanted to circle the ball and give it a, I guess they say, the old college try.
So a 3 RBI ball game for Pierzynski. And down to second base goes Quinton. Pierzynski on the year now with 37 runs batted in. And here's Rios. Rios double, runs scored, 1 for 3. And we'll take the Johnson pitch outside. So a real seesaw battle in the first of 4 games in this series. Oriole wins in Chicago were by 6 runs, 4 runs, and 2 runs, and they're lost by 4. Down to third, and again it gets by Bell. Reimold up. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time. Rios hit it sharply, and it is 7-6, and Bell continues to struggle defensively at third base.
It just seems to be on balls to his left. He's leaning to his right. He just misses it. It's under the glove again. And no chance for Reimold in left.
So the Orioles not helping their cause. They have not put up another error. That may go as a hit, but that was a ball that had to be played.
Yeah, it was on the glove side and under the glove.
Negabauskas has been up a couple of times in the bullpen. The usually absolute out-reliable Jim Johnson struggling in this inning. It was the walk with one away that started the problems. That walk to Konerko would ultimately score. Quinton with the RBI single. Krasinski the sac fly, and now Rios on, apparently with what's going to be a base hit. Here is Dunn, an RBI single. He is 1 for 3. Bell is kind of playing his way out of third base.
Well, you know, defense is a critical part of the component to play at the major league level. It's, I mean, if anything, Buck Showalter does talk about, you know, the excellence and making the outstanding players are more the norm. Never mind the routine play.
Down to second, a one hopper, can't get him. Rios, a stolen base. White Sox up by 1 and now get an opportunity on the stolen base. Base hit and an RBI is given to Rios. And the pitch will be taken inside by Adam Dunn. Dunn tonight an RBI base hit in his first at bat. He is 1 for 3. Andino playing, or Hardy rather, playing in the shift right behind second base, the shortstop. Again, Andino out in shallow right field. Outfield also pulled around a little bit, squeezing that power alley in right center. And a strike taken, 2-1 to Dunn. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hitters count 3-1. Matt Thornton in the bullpen for Chicago.
One of the 3 left-handers in the White Sox bullpen.
(3-1). Bases are loaded. Or runners are first and second. Sorry. As the walk goes to Dunn. There had been no walks in the ball game by any of the pitchers until this inning. 2 for the White Sox. Here's Beckham. Bottom part of this order's had all the chances in this game, and they've produced. Rios has had a couple of hits, RBI, and a run scored. Dunn has been on base twice, walk, single, run scored, RBI. Beckham has homered. 2 RBIs, 1 for 3 in the game.
Yeah, Krasinski would have been 0 for his last 12, 3 RBIs and 3 different at bats.
They've spread out the offense. Jim Johnson, Krasinski watching. Johnson will step off as Beckham wanted the timeout. 1 strikeout, runners off first and second. There are 2 down. Gets the corner. Rios and Dunn on the base paths. And the 0-2 delivery to him on the fists. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Seesaw battle ongoing. Big moment here. Here's the 0-2 delivery, and again fouled off. We're going to have to go back and count up how many pitches Beckham has seen in his at-bats in this game.
Yeah, it's like anything on the inside half. He's just able to foul it off or pull it foul.
So both Danks and Guthrie, the two starters, are non-decisioned in the ballgame. Danks with the 5 runs, 3 earned, gave up 7 hits, 6 1/3. Crane now the pitcher of record for them, and will miss outside. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Beckham looks like he's got a pretty good eye. Kind of surprised he's drawn only 19 walks on the year.
I guess he's swinging until he's taking.
And if it's inside, I'm fouling.
And there's some hitters,
no matter what.
You're right. If it's on the inside part, I will pull it foul. I mean, it almost seems like it could be a plan of attack, but I think they felt all along he's the type of hitter. It's a high ball hitter, likes the ball out away from him. You throw him inside. It's kind of like the Joe Carter way to pitch somebody. You pitch him in, let him pull 2 balls foul, and get ahead of him.
1-2 delivery in the air to right field, right at Markakis, and he's got it. Well, the out recorded, but not before 2 runs crossed the plate. Pierzynski and Rios with the RBIs. Shortstop to have 20 home runs in a season, getting his 20th tonight. Also, he joins Cal Jr. 12 times. Cal did it, and Miguel Tejada 3 times at that 20-plus homer mark. In the 4 RBI ball game for Hardy, still, at least at this moment, is not enough. Orioles down a run. Mike Reynolds can take care of that in a hurry. Reynolds 0 for 3 in the ball game, and he will take the pitch for a strike. Jesse Crane, the right-hander, on the mound, gave up the home run to Hardy and a single to Markakis before getting the final 2 outs in the 7th inning. Crane's 0-1 delivery. This is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Reynolds, Reimold, and Wieters due up for the Orioles. And the 1-1, an off-speed pitch that just misses. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Good eye by Reynolds.
A wide assortment of breaking balls used by Jesse Crane. He has a short slider and a bigger, slower curveball.
2-1 delivery. So 3 ball, 1 strike count. Orioles will take it, obviously, get that leadoff man on base. If a walk can be surrendered and drawn. Orioles have not had a walk in the ball game. Reimold waiting on deck. Orioles did not have a walk in the ball game yesterday either. Check swing, but he went around. Home plate umpire will make the call.
3-1 pitch to Reynolds, looking to spin on one.
Reynolds is 10th in the league in walks with 59. 3-2 delivery. Came back and got him.
Well, third straight time that Reynolds will strike out. 3-2 pitch. 94, saves his best fastball. Added a couple of miles an hour for this one.
Leadoff man retired. Reimold 0 for 3 in the game. Nolan's average now has dropped down to 209. 6 home runs and 18 RBIs. Talked about players being given a chance. Nolan Reimold's one of those, certainly, with the starts in left field. That's going to be a base hit. They'd played him way around the other way in the infield. He had that big hole, and he drives the ball through it. 1 down and 1 on. Meet Orioles closer Kevin Gregg at the grand reopening of the newly remodeled AT&T store in the Festival at Woolholm Shopping Center, Register Town Road in Pikesville on Saturday. He's there from noon to 1. And the Pikesville stores where you'll find him. That's Saturday. For more details, OriolesReach.com. Matt Wieters 3 for 3. 2 doubles, a single, 2 runs scored. Each team with 10 hits. And Wieters down low for a ball.
Not quite a night for Matt Wieters. It had been 7 for his last 51, and against a pitcher tonight who had been 1 for 12 against, 3 for 3.
It is his 5th 3-hit ball game of the season. Matt has not had a 4-hit game this year. 2-0 count. Orioles turn to try and battle back. Bottom of the 8th inning. He'll take it. It's in there. 2-1.
Well located 94. Right in a good spot away from Wieters. You think he's going to have a good swing to get something to the inside part of the plate.
Two-one delivery. Wieters takes a breaking ball and that misses. So Crane works the count to 3-1. And Wieters will get a shot here in a hitter's count.
Yeah, if it's a fastball here, he's going to have a good swing.
3-1, runner not going, and he walked him. Oh, the Orioles' first walk of the ball game. They have picked up first and second and 1 down. For every Orioles walk, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50 to support the Living Classroom Foundation. To date, 313 walks, $15,650. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Don Cooper out, so they don't want to go to the bullpen here. They want Crane to stay on and face Andino. Thornton has been up in the pen a couple of times. The move is not going to be made here.
Yeah, big at bat for Andino. Going to stay with Jesse Crane, the right-hander.
Andino has been on base twice by the fielder's choice, and both times he has scored. Officially at the plate, he is 0 for 3 in the game. 2 on, 1 out. Andino takes it, and it's a strike. Crane just turned 30 years of age. lives in Houston, born in Toronto. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Andino. Did he hold up? They check it first. Yes, he did. Tom Hallion down there.
Well, a big hole on the right side with Beckham pinching towards second base and Adam Dunn at first. So a huge hole in this direction. Looks like they're going to throw him a lot of off-speed stuff to try to get him to pull the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Andino goes the other way, and there'll be no play.
He was trying to take the breaking ball to the opposite field. So
Crane was signed as a free agent. He'd been in Minnesota for virtually his entire career, all of his major league career before this year.
I guess all those years going against the White Sox in the Minnesota uniform.
Yeah.
Another one of those players. You know what? He'd look pretty good on our club.
Guillen hanging out. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Breaking ball misses. This has been a hitter's ball game. 13 runs, 20 hits combined. Pitchers have had to work for all of the outs in this one. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery in the way. Andino will put it up in the air. Krasinski can't go in the dugout. Nice play. Makes the catch. Under the new rules, you cannot go in the dugout and make the catch, so he grabbed onto the railing so he wouldn't go in.
Yeah, there's a 180. Watch him pin himself against that guardrail and then just spin around in that area. Thought he was going to take a step in, but I don't think he does. Stays right on that top step.
That's knowing the rules and then knowing how to execute it. He did not go in the dugout. And that will be it for Crane. Thornton, who'd been ready, will now be called on. The Orioles with runners at first and second and 2 down in the 8th inning, trailing by a run. Thornton will come on to face Bell. Early in the second inning, the White Sox got the 4-0 lead. It was 4-3. It was 5-3. The Orioles themselves have had a lead in this ball game at 6-5, but the White Sox have answered back. Hardy's had the big night with a 4 RBI game and a homer and 2 doubles.
And the veteran Matt Thornton will come out of the bullpen. 44th appearance on the year, 0-4 with an ERA about 3.5. And fastball, slider, 38 innings, 38 Ks, more hits than innings pitched, for a little bit unusual for Matt Thornton. Always been very tough on left-handers, and He's been that sort of setup man for the White Sox over the last 3 or 4 years.
Josh Bell facing the left-hander. Bell with 2 singles, an RBI, a run scored, and he is struck out. He came in with an 0 for 9. Got rid of that with the RBI single in his first at bat. He's 0 for 2 against Thornton. Runners off first and second. 2-0. Starters are throwing a lot of strikes. The bullpen for both sides having their problems.
Not going to use that plan.
Two and one.
Nothing Josh Bell would like to do is had a tough night in the field. He's trying to get a 2-out base hit to tie it back up.
Two-one delivery towards short. It's not going to be an easy play. Got to go to first. Play by Ramirez as he gets the out. So the bullpen gets it done for him as the Orioles will leave a couple on. We go to the 9th inning. Airlines. Southwest Airlines new Rapid Rewards. Unlimited reward seats and no blackout dates. 9th inning.
Well, with that, Kevin Gregg will come out of the Oriole bullpen. Last 7 games, 2 for 2 in save opportunities, and ERA 1.29. So he's been in a pretty good groove of late. Settling into that closure position, master of the corners of the plate. Fastball, slider, curveball, straight change combination. Kevin Gregg, 45th appearance on the year. ERA about 3.5. 17 out of 21 in save opportunities. Some of the walks on the high side. He's not had a lot of success against the White Sox historically.
1-1. Burrell grounds it towards second base. Very slow roller. Andino able to make the play. 1 down in the 9th inning. Follow the Orioles with the MLB.com at bat 2011 app, iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get scores, highlights, pitch-by-pitch tracking, and a lot more. And here at the Yard, you can even upgrade seats. Text at bat 31826 and go to Orioles.com. Pierre has doubled, got thrown out, trying to extend that to a triple, and there's that bunt. Throw is in time to get him. Reynolds again with a tremendous scoop on a fine play by Bell to get to it.
I didn't think he had a chance. He bunts right into Bell being almost right on, but a perfect bunt. And going away from third, able to get enough on, but nice pickup by Reynolds at first base. Didn't think they had a chance. Nice scoop.
So they combine on a very fine play, and Bell, who's had his problems at third tonight, certainly did not there. And Reynolds continues to pick him. 2 down, 2 quick outs for Greg. How often have we said that? Here's Ramirez. He's had an 0 for 4. Greg with the 0-1 delivery. Ramirez on a check swing. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Ramirez 1 for 3 off Kevin Gregg. And foul that off. RBIs spread up and down the lineup for the White Sox, but especially when you get to that bottom 5. Pierzynski's got a couple of RBIs in the game. Rios an RBI and a run scored. Dunn an RBI and a run scored. Beckham a 2 RBI homer. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Out in front of it. Hardy's got 4 RBIs. Home run, 2 doubles in the ball game. Sac fly by Markakis for an RBI. Bell has had an RBI on a base hit. And the Orioles need 2 more in order to give themselves a W here in the first of 4. And that will be inside. 2 ball, 2 strike count on Ramirez. Santos getting ready for the bottom half of the ninth. 2-2. Again out in front and just able to put that off the end of the bat.
Yeah, slow breaking balls from Kevin Gregg against Ramirez. Here's 1 for 3 lifetime.
Two delivery. Ramirez got robbed by Hardy last time up on a fine defensive play. So many defensive plays made in this game that has been an offensive ball game. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery. Inside out pop up. First base. Reynolds. Greg comes on, retires the side in order. The Orioles need 1 to tie, 2 to win. Bottom of the ninth. Hardy, Markakis, and Jones.
Lose after battling back, but the Sox came right back at Jim Johnson.
Well, you'd have to say it's been pretty exciting. They were down 4 runs early in the game. They battled back to take a 1-run lead. Then they gave up that 1-run lead. Now they've got to come back up and do it again.
Yeah, and some indifferent defense has allowed the Sox to get 2 runs. They're up by 1. The closer's coming on. Top of the lineup, back to Gary and Mike in the booth.
All right, Jim Rick, let's see how this one winds down here, as it'll be Hardy coming up to lead it off, and what a night he's had.
Yes, it is 20th home run of the season. That time I gave the Orioles the lead. He's had a real big night again on a night that not sure he was even going to play. And with that, Sergio Santos, who come out of the bullpen, he's the closer for the White Sox. 46th game of the year, ERA under 3, 22 out of 25 for save and save opportunities. Look at the strikeouts. 61 strikeouts in 47 innings and just 27 hits. So a power arm out of the bullpen has been on a pretty good roll for the White Sox.
Santos this year in the series in Chicago appeared for an inning and a third. He gave up nothing, had a couple of strikeouts. Lillibert just come on to play at first base. Place it done. Lifetime. Orioles have touched Santos up. 2 1/3 innings. 3 runs. The 2 strikeouts. So here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Hardy. And a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, the hitters to face in this inning. Hardy's 1 for 2. Jones is 1 for 2. Markakis 1 for 1.
Hardy looking for another RBI to add to the 4 he has put up in the ball game. And the pitch by Santos will miss inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One delivery. Hardy has his third 4 RBI ball game tonight. He has not had a 5 RBI game this year. If he could do that, this game would be tied up. 2 ball, 1 strike delivery. 2-2.
Borderline pitch goes his way. Big difference. 3-1, 2-2.
Hardy 1 for 2 off Santos.
Let's track this 2-1 pitch. See Przinsky put it right in the middle of the plate.
2-2 delivery. And he went around. The home plate umpire makes the call.
Now that borderline pitch, what brings it even, makes him, or forces him to chase anything close, and with that he'll get strike 3 called on him.
Jesse Crain, the pitcher of record, an inning and a third tonight. 1 run on 3 hits. He gave up the homer to Hardy. Jim Johnson right now is the pitcher of record for the Orioles. Here's Nick Markakis. That'll be up high for a ball. 28-year-old right-hander on the mound. Last year, minor leagues, and not played a major league game as far as work's concerned until he got on last season. And Santos has really come around as a pretty effective closer. And that will be taken for a strike by Markakis. He throws a lot of strikes.
Also another borderline strike on the high side, 97. He has good stuff.
The Showalter's club battled back to get a lead in this game, only to see it disappear in the 8th inning. And the White Sox had a couple of runs on 2 hits, helped out by walks. That one he will float outside. And 2-1. Josh Bell certainly hoping they can come back. Charged with a tough error in the ball game, and one that was not called an error that got entered. Nick Markakis, foul tipped into the mitt. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And he got him. Przinsky. Oh, a couple of strikeouts here in the 9th inning, and there are 2 down. Updating you in the voting, AT&T Player of the Game. You still have time to text in your vote, ABFC, to 51862. Results on the O's Extra Post Game Show. Only need 1 swing of the bat to keep this alive. Here's Jones, 0 for 4 in the game. Santos comes inside to him. Adam has had 4 hits in 18 at bats against the White Sox in the 5 games played. 1-0 delivered. 1-1.
95-mile-an-hour fastball. Up middle, kind of where he was looking for it.
One and one. Jones on a cut. That pitch has got to look mighty good coming in, and it ends up a long way off.
Yeah, late breaking slider. That by far is his best pitch.
One and two down. Play's got to be made at first. Brzezinski's got it and just gets it there, and that's the ball game. Santos comes on and strikes the side out. Tim Johnson's going to take the loss in this. He will go 5-4. Santos will get a save, and Jesse Crane will get the win. He is 6-3 on the year. And game 1 of the 4-game set goes to the White Sox. Game 2, Jojo Reyes takes them out against Gavin Floyd tomorrow. Our coverage 6:30 on Masson 2 HD with those extra, presented by Verizon Wireless, and our game at 7. For Mike Flanagan and our great crew here at Camden Yards, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks everybody for being with us. White